Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. I'm very happy to have this chance to give my speech presentation on the topic of culture. Before I start my speech, I would like to quickly introduce myself first. My name is Rafitria binti Zulkifli from Ipoh. I'm now studying in PERAK Learning Center, Open University Malaysia. My course is Bachelor of Nursing Science. Alright, let me tell one story. Actually, I went to shopping mall to find my daughter's storybook. Then I saw this book, Malaysian Festival. I bought. So, I chose this title for my presentation. Today, I will share my presentation and the title of my presentation is Malaysian Festivals. Okay, let's start. As we know, Malaysia's rich culture diversity is reflected in the country's back calendar of events and festivals. Most of these celebrations have religious or cultural origins and many are also designated as either state or national holidays. Celebrated by everyone in the country, the colorful festivals which observe the ethnic traditions and beliefs of the varied background of the population are what give Malaysia the level of true Asia that it is so well known for. The national events and festivals of Malaysia are occasions of family reunions and for joyful community get-together. They are world-class examples of how diversity can be inclusive and celebrated. Malaysia is a country with a variety of races. Among the major races in Malay, Chinese, Indian, Malaysia is a country that rich in culture and custom. When we talk about celebrations, Malaysia is one of the countries that celebrate many festivals. There are some famous festivals in Malaysia, which is Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Chinese New Year and Deepavali. First, I'm going to present the joy of Hari Raya Puasa. This important celebration of the Muslims begin in the month of Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, with the sighting of the new month in the form of Christian, followed by fasting for about a month. During fasting from dawn until sunset, Muslims refrain from consuming food, drink, liquid, smoking, fighting, arguing, cursing each other and engaging in sexual relations. After fasting for about a month, Muslims celebrate Hari Raya Puasa, which fall in the month of Shawwal. Muslims begin this auspicious by the putting on the new clothes and gathering in the mosque early in the morning to perform Hari Raya prayers. Later, they visit the grave for their loved one who have departed. During this festive occasion, the Muslims and non-Muslims seek forgiveness and forgive each other. The young will ask for forgiveness from their elders. Usually, they will be rewarded with duit raya, a green envelope with money in it. Open house or visit of relatives and friends to their houses uninvited is practiced. The guests are served with plenty of traditional delicacies. The children usually wear their traditional attire, which is called baju Melayu, with pants and kain sarung, while Malay women will wear baju kurung and baju kebaya during this festival. Next, Hari Raya Haji. Muslims worldwide celebrate Hari Raya Haji, also known as Hari Raya Korban, celebration of the Day of Sacrifice, to commemorate Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son Ismail in obedience to Allah's command. At the last moment, however, Allah decided to send a ram down to earth in place of Ismail to sacrifice. Hari Raya Haji today is celebrated with the sacrifice of cows, goats, camel, or other domesticated animals. They are slaughtered according to Islamic principles, and the meat is distributed among the Muslims, especially the poor and needy. Every financially and physically able Muslims is required to go on a Hajj pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca at least once in their lifetime to fulfill on the 5 pillars of Islamic principles. Hajj pilgrims begin their Hajj by camping, which is wukuf in Arafah desert near the Mecca city. This is followed by stoning of the devil, which is stoning of Jamrah, ritual at a place called Mina. After spending 4 days in Mina, the Hajj pilgrims return to Mecca city to circumambulate, which is walk around counterclockwise 7 times in Kaaba. Kaaba is a tube-shaped structure covered in a black cloth which serves as the focal point where Muslims worldwide face when they pray 5 times a day. Then they have to walk 7 times between the 2 hills of Safa and Marwa, which is called Tawaf. This is to emulate the action of Siti Hajar, which is the wife of Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Ismail's mother, when she ran between the 2 hills in search of water, which ended with the Zamzam water flowing beneath the child's, which is called Ismail, feet while stomping the earth. After completing the walk between the 2 mountains, the pilgrims are required to cut at least 4 strands of hair, usually by the female pilgrims. The male pilgrims will normally shave barb. The final ritual will be korban slaughtering, where all pilgrims are required to slaughter to pay the slaughtering of any one of the domesticated animals. After all, the ritual are completed. The man earn the title Haji and the woman called Hajjah. Alright, let's continue. Chinese New Year and Cap Gourmet. The Chinese all over the world celebrate Chinese New Year, or known as the Spring Festival in China, from the eve, the last day of the last month of the Chinese calendar, to the 15 days of the first month, the longest festival in the Chinese calendar. It is also referred to as the Lunar New Year. Family members who work elsewhere return home for the reunion dinner on the eve. For some well-to-do families, it is rarely a feast. According to tradition, before the New Year, the elders sweep the house to get rid of ill fortune and to make way for good incoming luck. They decorate the house with red paper cards. On the first day, they give offerings to their deities and ancestors to honor them. The married elders give ampao, red envelope with money inside, to the children. The celebration ends on the 15th night, or Cap Gourmet. In the olden days, single ladies write their names and contact numbers on mandarin orange and threw them into the lake, hoping to get a love partner. In others world, besides ladies, young men to write their names and contact numbers on the orange and throw them into the lake. Normally, Chinese men wear their traditional attire, which is called samsfu, while Chinese women wear cheongsam during this festive period. Wanikum. Let's continue with Deepavali Festival. Deepavali or Diwali, popularly known as the Festival of Light, is celebrated by Hindus around the world, commonly in India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Singapore, and Malaysia. It is a 5-day Hindu festival which starts on the 13 lunar days of the Hindu calendar month of Ashwin and ends on the 2nd lunar day of the Hindu calendar month of Kartik. On this day, Hindu women draw column or rangoli at the entrance of the house using colored rice or flower. They will also prepare rows of oil lamps and the yard of the house to be lit later in the evening. Diwali means rows of lamps, which signifies the triumph of the good over evil, of triumph of light over the darkness, and to welcome the goddess Lakshmi. According to Hinduism, Bhagwan Ram, the divine king of Ayodhya, returned to his kingdom after killing the evil demon Ravana. Filled with joy on the return of their beloved king, Ayodhya was lit with earthen lamps of pure ghee. Hence, the same happens today during Diwali. On the day of Diwali, Hindus will go to temple for prayers. During Diwali, open house is common where friends and relatives visit uninvited. They are served with traditional Indian sweets such as jalebi, milk candy, laddu, and snacks of savory crunchy twist called murukku, followed by lunch or dinner serving traditional Indian food. During this festive occasion, the Hindus and non-Hindus will seek forgiveness and forgive each other. The young will ask for forgiveness for their elders. Usually, they will be rewarded with ampao, a purple envelope with money in it. Normally, the Hindu men will wear their traditional attire, which is called dhoti, with a cotton shirt, while Hindu women will wear sari during this festival. Alright, let's continue with Christmas celebration. Christmas in Old English means Christmas, commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. It is celebrated on 25th December every year by millions of Christians around the world. Popular modern customs on this auspicious day include gift-giving, singing Christmas carols and songs, and exchanging Christmas cards and presents. Family get together with a special meal of roast turkey. Homes and shops display various Christmas decorations, including Christmas tree, Christmas light, garland, wreaths, mistletoe, and holly. In addition, closely related to the Christmas celebration is the figure of Santa Claus or Father Christmas. He is a figure with legendary, mystical, historical, and folkloric origin who, in many Western cultures, is said to bring gifts to the homes of the good and needy children on the night before Christmas to cheer them up. Some churches celebrate Christmas with dramatic nativity scenes which depicts the stable with livestock and the infant Jesus in the manger surrounded by his parents, the three wise men, the shepherds and their sheep, the angels and the Star of Bethlehem. In Catholic countries, people hold religious processions in the days preceding Christmas. As the conclusion, the diverse composition of Malaysia's population is reflected in the food, art, festivals, and the customs. The 30 million population of Malaysia are represented by multiple ethnic groups, the largest three being the Malays, Chinese, and Indian. Broadly, Malaysians come across strikingly friendly and positive people. Their collective cultural focus on relationships and people means that they are exceedingly considerate in most situations. Today, the common Malaysia social attitude is based on striving for democracy, formal education, equal opportunities for the different races, and respect of other religions. The country is unified by a strong cultural belief in the goodness of humanity. Thank you for your kind attention. Stay safe.